right, so we're going to move on to talking about tectonic plates, guys. It's important that you're able to identify where the tectonic plates are located, okay? So most of the time, they are named after the continent that falls on top of them, but we're going to use this map on the front to go through and locate them, okay? We're also going to add in some M's for mountains, all right? This little sign means a volcano, and some circles for earthquakes, okay? So that's where those events happen. We're going to add those into our map as well. So before you start, all I have is something to write with: light blue, dark green, brown, red, orange, purple, black, orange, and green. Okay, so all those colors you will need because we're going to color our map and label our major plates, all right? We do have two types of plates. So we have major plates and minor plates, okay? We're only going to label or color our major plates. We're going to label all as many plates as we can on here, though, okay? So first we're going to start with our Eurasian plate, all right? Eurasian plate is right here. Okay? Our Eurasian plate, if you see, this is Europe, and a little bit of Asia falls on top of our Eurasian plate. That's why it's named that, all right? I'm going to shade this in light green. Okay? So our Eurasian plate is where Europe and Asia both fall, all right? Some major mountains we have over here are going to be located right here, so we're going to put an M for mountains. These are Himalayan mountains. You might have heard of them. Himalaya. I'll put MTS for mountains. All right, that's our Himalayan mountains. Next, we're going to do our North American plate, all right? Our North American plate, this is North America right here, all right? This is Canada, down here is Mexico. So this is our North American plate. It's a pretty big plate. I'm going to color it in orange. All right. All right. That's our North American plate. That's where we live, guys. Right here. Probably right there. Okay. North American plate. Hopefully you can see that. It says North American. All right. Over here, okay, these two, this is the same plate. So our world is round, all right? So if we wrap this around our globe, our Eurasian plate would stretch onto both sides. So I'm going to color this in green as well. Okay. This is our Eurasian plate as well. Okay, so we have Eurasian plates, we have North America. All right. We also have some mountains that run right here. We'll just put M's, we won't put a name. Okay. We're going to move down here. If you know, this continent right here is Africa. Okay. Let's do this one in light blue. Or actually, let's do this one in dark green. Okay, this is our African plate. All right, our African plate. Right here we have a major structure, okay? This is our Mid-Atlantic Ridge, and we'll talk about how ridges are formed, okay? Mid-Atlantic Ridge right there. All right. So, next to Africa, this continent right here is South America. So this is our South American plate right here. It cuts off right here. Okay, this is our South American plate. South American plate, all right? Down at the bottom where it's really cold, if you take a guess, I'm sure you could guess it, this is our Antarctic plate, all right? This whole bottom piece is our Antarctic plate. I'm going to shade it as light as I can so I can write over it. Antarctic plate. Alright, all the way up in there. So, Antarctica falls down here. That's why it's named after that. Alright. So, right here, okay, and I'm going to do this one blue for a reason. This is our Pacific plate. So if you see, we don't have a continent or any kind of land that falls over this plate. So this is oceanic crust, while all these over here are continental crust, okay? This is oceanic crust. So I'm going to do it blue so I remember that. Okay. This is our Pacific plate. As you can guess, probably named after the Pacific Ocean, okay? Lastly, this last continent we have, if you could guess, this is Australia. Alright, so this whole plate right here is our Australian plate, okay? Our Australian plate. So we went through, we labeled all our major, okay? We have African is 1, Eurasian is 2, South American's 3, North American's 4, Pacific's 5, Australia's 6, Antarctica is 7, okay? So just like you have 7 continents, you have 7 major tectonic plates. All right, it's very important you know that. Also to the side, I want to decipher between continental crust and oceanic crust, okay? So continental, and then we have oceanic. All right. We're going to talk about those in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and add some more structures to our map, all right? So earthquakes, a lot of time where they're going to happen is right through here. So let's fill this up with dots, all right? This is where we're going to have a lot of earthquakes all the way down this plate right here. And we'll talk about how earthquakes are made as we move into plate tectonics, but we need to know right there is where we're going to have a lot of earthquakes happen, okay? So we have that. Now I guess we can go in and label some of our minor, okay? So, give me a second. We're not going to color these, but I do want to label them. Okay, these aren't named necessarily by where they're at. Some of them are, some of them aren't. It just depends. Right here we have the Arabian plate. Okay. Over here we have the Caribbean plate. Okay. Nazca plate. Alright, so there's quite a few. I'm trying to make sure we get them all. Right here's the Philippine plate, okay? Right here. The Philippine. Okay, so we have quite a few of them labeled. Alright, so we're talking about continental versus oceanic crust, okay? Continental crust is going to be thicker, alright? So the crust that's underneath our feet is going to be thicker than the crust that's underneath the ocean, and it's also less dense, alright? So it's not as heavy. Oceanic plate is going to be thinner, okay? And we're going to bring that down here, and it's also going to be more dense, alright? So we labeled all our plates, we've colored, we've added in where some major events will happen, all right? We're also going to talk about divergent, convergent, and transform boundaries, okay? But first, I want you to, we labeled most of these, okay? I want you to look these 4 questions up and give me a complete sentence for the answer. Tomorrow I will go over divergent, convergent, and transforms boundaries, but I want you to go ahead and get ahead and do a little bit of research. You can use your iPad if you want. That's totally fine, but make sure you answer these 4 questions, and then I'm going to check notes. Alrighty? Thank you, guys.